Let's go get it. Is this trailer broken? Yeah, the frame's broken. All right, so my uncle who lost his wallet yesterday kind of scouting around. The wallet is brown, so as you can see, that's gonna be problematic. Bear poop. Bear poop. It smells like dead in here. There's a big buck looking right at us. He's right under that yellow tree. Oh, he just shook his head. Look at this beautiful place to fish. Dude. I kind of view hunting as a little bit of a vacation. All right guys, it's Phil, Park County Gravel and Land Services. We are hunting. Tomorrow is the first day of the first rifle season here in Colorado. And we're close to the place we're going hunting. I cannot disclose to you where that is because the owner would not be happy with me, but you guys who are from Western Colorado might know some of this. Check this out. Look at this mountain. It is crazy. There's a water stream coming down, zigzags, and then this dark spot at the bottom is a waterfall. I don't know if you can see it pouring down. It's crazy cool. There's also one over here, one over there. It's just the most majestic thing you've ever seen. And then look at the aspens. Gorgeous stuff, gorgeous stuff. Anyway, we're in the old 2500. Got the Honda ATV. We got a 45-minute trek in on a pretty difficult road. I'll try to get some film for you. I'm pretty sure we're gonna get stuck. We don't have service, so we let the guys know when we left the last town, and they're timing us. So if we don't make it, then they'll come save us. But they actually have to go fire up a battery-powered wireless router. The battery runs off of solar power. So then they get wireless power in or wireless connectivity on their cell phones, and they can check our text messages. So a little bit of a process, but this place is, in my opinion, one of the most beautiful places in America. Go, baby. That was a fun river crossing. Hard bottom, no problem. Little 99 Suburban made it through just fine. It's pretty dry. I was expecting it to be way more wet. strap. I did. Is this trailer broken? Yeah, the frame's broken. I knew it was hanging down low. It's been broken for a while. I think my son filmed the frame cracking on this thing. So yeah, I got a series of straps here. Took the ATV off. Straps holding the frame together there, onto this cross member. Put these pins back in, so that should at least hold it together. And then this is just holding the frame under here to the trailer. So that should at least let me walk it to camp, and then I'll see if they have a any kind of a welding machine over there, and I can tell this thing's been welded before. So this is not my trailer, it's my uncle's trailer. Not to say that my stuff wouldn't break on a road like this too, because it would. But anyway, he's got my aluminum trailer, and I took this because I'm only bringing one ATV. So fun times getting to camp. It's getting late. Let's get in and get unpacked. All right, we made it to camp. Trailer is held together by a series of Harbor Freight straps, but it made it. Wanted to show you guys what we got here. So here's the little cabin. This thing is old. People used to actually live up here. The water we get out of the stream that feeds this, just a PVC pipe out of a little hole with a filter. Look at this beautiful lake. There are huge fish in there. You can see the mountains over here. Beautiful. All right, so my uncle, who's got that trailer that I broke, lost his wallet yesterday kind of scouting around. So we're gonna go help him find that. We did not hunt this morning. I'm not a huge morning elk hunter during rifle season, because the little secret here is, at least all the elk hunting I've done, not a lot of elk are taken in the morning. It's oddly enough from like 2 o'clock into the evening. So I kind of view hunting as a little bit of a vacation. So I sleep in a little bit. Anyway, let's go find this wallet. I once came around this corner and there was a bunch of elk down here. Couldn't get my bullets in my gun fast enough. In Colorado, you're not allowed to drive with a loaded gun. It's got to be in a case. Kind of a pain in the butt if you see something while you're driving around. Let's see if we see something in this field. Look through the trees over there. So we're right on the rim of a huge canyon, right over the top of these scrub oaks. It just drops off into maybe, I don't know, a 600-foot canyon. And so all the animals like to run along the edge, because if they're chased by a predator, they can jump off into the canyon. You guys who hunt know how this is. You always see animals when you're in the woods taking a poop or going to the bathroom or looking for your uncle's wallet. So you're always hunting, no matter what you're doing. You're looking on the ground for that wallet. The wallet is brown, so as you can see, that's going to be problematic. Very pretty here. I shot a cow elk a few years ago, just straight ahead, right through that opening. It was a bad shot. I clipped one of these bushes and it changed the trajectory of the bullet, and it hit her in the leg, and she turned and started running straight at me. I was sitting in my chair. It was like a scene out of a Halloween movie. We went down and checked out down in this little gully last night, and then drove the ATVs back up here. See his hat and this wrapper. This is the trail he took. He thinks it fell out of his right pocket down on the floorboard of the ATV and then kind of bounced out at some point. It's gonna be difficult, but the view's not too bad. Anyway, the search continues. We are hunting, by the way, in case anyone was wondering. We're hunting for elk currently and wallets. So kind of getting our biggest bang for our buck here. All right, update, we did find the wallet. It was not in the woods. It was in the back of like a Razor type vehicle. But the good news is we found it. So my son and I hiked down to the canyon here. It starts up there, washes out down, drops off down in here. See the cliff walls on the other side. So we're basically standing right above the cliff walls on this side. Those animals, look at these trails. So they run along right on the inside of this because it's very safe. And if something tries to, attack them or get them, they can bail off down in there. There's also a water source down in there for them. So I wanted to show you guys this. Couldn't imagine being an early pioneer and you're just going across in your wagon like, oh, this is nice. And then, oh boy. Trouble. Anyway, we're just kind of scoping out a little bit before we come out tonight. I'm not seeing a lot of elk sign, but it is hard to see with these fresh leaves falling down. It was mid-20s this morning at sunrise, probably about 55 right now. So during hunting time, sunset this evening, it'll be mid-20s as well. A little bit of a wind. This is a country we're hunting in. A lot of bears in here too, tons of bears. But they're not grizzly, so it's not too scary. Bear poop. Bear poop. It smells like dead in here. We just went up in this little thicket, and you can smell bear urine, and there's bones. That's pretty cool. There's some elk poop, finally. See how fresh this is. Days old. Just scouting, looking for some sign of elk. It's thick in here, boy. Here's a trail. Kinda. Looking branch. It's not too new. There's a lot of deer in here, so a lot of the sign you see in the trails are made from deer, so we're specifically trying to find where the elk are moving. This looks like where they might bed down. Could spook one up. There's a big buck looking right at us. He's right under that yellow tree.
Oh, he just shook his head. Big old mule deer buck. We don't have a tag. What's interesting is it's middle of the day. Oh, there he goes. It's middle of the day and he's out moving. So you wonder if that means the elk are out. There he goes. The elk are out now too. Tons of deer in here. Just gotta find the elk moving like that. And when I first saw that, wishful thinking, thought it was an elk. Just relaxing a little bit before we go out. Fireplace. Not a bad spot. Alright, we found some pretty fresh. Let's see. They've been coming through here. Oh, jeez. It's the first good sign of elk we've seen. It's very active, like today. See, they're coming right through here. So get up on this ridge and prop up and wait. It's a stream, a nice big gully that comes through. Tons of sign all around us. There's an open meadow through these trees. Hopefully they'll come through here, come down, come to drink, come from here to drink, come from above, even come here or through here. We're down in this bottom. So yeah, here we go. We'll try to catch, if something happens, catch it on film for you. All right, today is Fix the Trailer Day. So we're taking the school bus here, as we affectionately call it, because it's almost the size of the school bus. And we're gonna go find a grinder in the shed. The owner of the property is gonna bring up some kind of welder. We're not sure what it is, and we'll try to get this settled today. But for now, we got, what do you think? Is it a mile down to the front of the property? Maybe a mile and a half. If anything gets exciting, we'll make sure you see it. I think this is the most beautiful place in the world. All right, we're gonna try to find a grinder so we can get that trailer prepared to weld. All right, so update, we found a little MIG welder, big old grinder. Generator is strong enough to power it, so there's a fracture here, comes up to here. So I'm just gonna try to throw some weld in there, and then we got some different plate options. So I'll weld this side while the metal's hot, then I'll hammer it down, weld it to this. And on the other side, big crack, so I'll kind of beveled that out, or whatever the word is. Try to throw some weld in there, and then again plate on this side as well. I've never used a MIG welder. I'm just a farmer stick welder guy, so unfortunately I'm gonna have to practice on a couple scrap pieces before we start. We'll see how it goes. All right, So I practiced MIG welding on that pipe. Not that great, but we're gonna give it a shot here. So we tested how level everything is. Looks pretty good. So I'm just gonna try to fill some of these little fracture gaps in first. All right, so I got done just kind of filling in this fracture over here. Down. And yes, I did grind it so you guys couldn't see exactly how bad of a MIG welder I am. But I put one layer in, grinded it down, got in there, tried to get any gaps out, and then put another layer in there, grinded it, and then in here tried to kind of drag material back and forth to really join the trailer in with the new material. So couldn't think of a better place to work. All right, and then these guys are getting these pieces, and we'll weld 2 of these on. I think it'll get us home. I'll just show you guys this. I'm really proud of myself here. Just welded in here as well. Make sure this cross member holds. I think we'll make it home. I'm tired from welding. So tonight I cheapened out and got in a stand. Here's the landscape. So hopefully I just get lucky. Something walks right out. Keep you updated. There's a deer. I hid behind those trees. There's another one on top of the hill. So we didn't see anything other than those 2 deer. On our way back now at dark. All right, here's that pretty view. So I normally walk like from another 300 yards up and then walk maybe 400 yards that way down the hill. That gets to be really a long hike in the cold, and it's straight uphill. So I'm getting lazy in my old age. So last year we cut some trees out of the way so I could drive down here. I got the ATV parked in a bowl. So we go down here and sit on this little point. There's a huge ravine that comes this way, kind of canyon, and one over here. So everything kind of funnels down to a point down here. And we'll see if anything tries to cut across ravine to ravine. But yeah, hopefully we have some luck tonight. Dude, what's this? What's this?
My trout.
Oh my goodness gracious. Look at the size of this trout. Oh, dude. Hold them up, flat, horizontal. Golly, that's gotta be 3-pounder.
Yeah.
That's amazing. All right, get him back in that bucket before he jumps in the lake. Be eating good tonight. So we haven't got any elk. Nobody's even seen one. But look at this beautiful place to fish. We have all caught at least one fish like that. Some of us throw them back in. Some of us want to clean them and eat them. I'm not a huge trout fan. Look at this little lake, man. You can see, I don't know if you can see on the camera, but you can look in here and see the fish. And then you just cast to them. It's amazing. You can see if they like your lure. If not, change it. We're gonna go scouting a couple new spots and see if we see any elk sign. We're just not seeing any elk sign, but there's plenty of moisture, so I don't know where they be.
right, so we hunted for a wallet, found it. Hunted for a welder, found it. Hunted for elk, never saw one.
Never saw one.